Alright, what's up everybody? We are on episode 6 of Mushoku Tensei, which is called A Day Off in Roa. Yeah man, we're gonna see if that relationship, I guess, between Rudius and Eris is gonna be evolving a little bit more then. Because we already saw, of course, that the first real steps of progress were being made last episode, which was nice to see because it didn't exactly start off on the right foot, let's say, right? Eris is a very feisty character, kind of aggressive, and yeah, not really willing to accept any teachings for as far as Rudius, of course, goes. But we saw the first steps being made there. Rudius tried to basically set up what initially was supposed to be this innocent plan of like getting them kidnapped so they were forced to sort of escape from the situation and stuff, but then it turned out they were actually legitimately being kidnapped there, and so things turned out to be a little bit more challenging than expected. They were saved ultimately as well by Ghislaine there at the end, but again, you can see that Eris is starting to appreciate them already, and this is the furthest, like, her dad literally mentioned to Rudius that a couple of people had already planned to become a teacher or whatever, but they all basically quit their job as soon as they had the first conversation with her. Which even here we saw they literally started off in a fist fight with each other. So she's not the easiest pupil. Let's keep it at that. But that being said, again, I'm excited to see where we go from here then. Other than that, I don't think there's not a whole lot to talk about. Again, it's like we're still gonna have to see what sort of obstacles and challenges these two characters are going to face now, because this is just sort of a sidetrack that we're currently on, right? Trying to make some money to go to Renoa University eventually, meet back with the family and stuff. But I think the dad even mentioned, I honestly didn't even specifically see it being mentioned, but I read a quick summary on the wiki to make sure that I got all the information in the episode, and it said there that the dad had apparently written in the letter, like, don't come back for the next 5 years. So we might actually be spending a lot of time here in Roa. But Rudius found out that, like, oh shit, I actually come from a pretty damn wealthy family, and my dad has this cousin here who's literally sort of the, I don't know what he is, like the king, or how you put that, like at least one of the leaders of the, he was noble, right? So presumably one of the royal blood of the kingdom at least. And so, I mean, again, it's all set up for a bunch of stuff to come that I'm looking forward to seeing what more we're gonna learn. With that being said, guys, if you enjoy my reactions to Mushoku Tensei, then of course you can already watch the next 8 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there, we're already going to be on episode 14, so go and catch up on all those reactions straight away. And then with that being said, let's dive into episode 6 of Mushoku Tensei. Yeah, he feels like he fucked up.
エリス様はまだしもなぜ僕までさらわれたのでしょう。グレイラット家の血筋ともなるといろんな使い方があるんだよ。政治的にも肉体的にもね。
I mean, he's part of the same family, literally, so that makes sense.
分かっているね。くれぐれも。
事件はギレーヌがすべて解決したということになった。グレイラット家に剣王が招かれているのを知らしめ、家の強さを誇示するためだ。それに俺の存在を
Oh, they're gonna keep it a secret? Yeah, we're gonna have some different factors at play here. That's his wife? He keeps doing that pose. I definitely hadn't noticed those. Who the fuck is this? Yeah, Paul's a bit more upfront. Fitoa? Okay, also family. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Just take the credit. He wants you to. Wow, this guy's a character, man. I love him already. Ah, this is where Paul got that behavior from.
殴ったことは謝らないらしい。そういえば、
I mean, did Paul?
エリスが殴ったことを謝ってないな。いや、まあいいんだけどさ。
ルーデンス、頼みがある。
はい。
Look at Rudy as being the one with the real morals.
エリスに魔術を教えて
We've already come very far.
何でもお前の使った魔術が目に焼き付いて離れんらしい。
それはもちろん。
he took a he took a long breath there. I guess this is the one person that she treats very respectfully.
頼み事をしたいのなら自分の頭を下げろ。
そんな頼んでくださると言ってくれたのに。
Damn.
お願いし
それが人に物を頼む態度か。
だが言うなよ。
エリスに魔術を教えてください。
Oh god. It just turned into Ferris. Rudy meow.
それじゃそれじゃ。
Okay, sword fighting as well. I mean, that's still the area in which Rudy himself has to, like, you know, still has some teaching ahead, I guess. Some learning. Wow, fireball, nice. This is... Dude, we're just repeating the cycle right now. That's what Rudy still was a couple episodes back. Now she's doing it. Honestly, the one thing that I have to say about this anime that, like, I already give it props for is the way that they incorporate the intro parts with the episodes. So every time it's something new. You're not just looking at the same intro over and over. That's the first time I've seen an anime do that. I'm sure it's not the only one, but still. Oh god. She's about to put the whole castle on fire. What'd she leave for? Mad?
エリスが授業を聞いてくれない。諭そうとしても逃げ出す。捕まえようとすると殴ってから逃げ出す。追いかければ戻ってきてもう一度殴ってから再度逃げ出す。
Well, I said it already. She's not an easy student. Fell asleep? I guess her mana ran out.
天使なんだな。
エリス、風邪をひきますよ。起きないと襲っちゃいますよ。
The way he calmly delivered that line. Oh no, dude, what are you thinking right now? Oh my god, you're not actually doing this, dude. Oh my god. That's... That's too far, my guy. Oh, good.
起きないか。しょうがないな。悪い子はパンツを脱がされてもしょうがないぞ。
Dude, are you fucking kidding? Yo. This is straight up wrong. What kind of fucking situation are you putting me in here? Yeah, busted. Do we have police over here? You're gonna need to give him a little more than that. Castration honestly could be an option as well.
どうしようもない。ギレーヌに助け出しねえよ。彼女ならエリスの扱い方にも心得があるだろう。
Managing errors, you should manage yourself.
昔は剣さえあればいいと思っていた。パーティー名は国老の牙。メンバーは6人。
The fangs of the Black Wolf.
戦士とシーフ。それに
Oh my god, it's like a World of Warcraft raid.
メンバーに任せっきりだった。
冒険者。
食いついた。
もしかしてそのパーティーに父様や母様も。
もう7年も前になるな。
Really? They were part of it? Oh, that was right before he was born then.
今までに算術ができなくて困ったことはありますか？
ああ、たくさんある。パウロとゼニスが結婚した後、
Because she couldn't do math.
私は一人で旅をしていたのだが、
Oh.
金勘定ができなくて困った。 10日飲まず食わずだったこともある。死ぬかと思った。
Man.
耐えきれずに落ちていた魔物の
Ugh.
腹を下した。
Ugh. That's not what I needed to hear.
下痢に耐えていると周囲に魔物の群れが。
なんとも胃が痛くなる話だ。
Yeah. Wow,
だから
she's
3日は覚えたい。
very engaged with the story. She's like, I'll never have that happen to me. I get it, I get it. I don't see Eris eating monster shit. Wait, but I don't know if the whole story was like a setup now that, yeah, Rudius and Ghislaine just planned for, like, to tell the story, but how much of it was real? How much of it was the truth? I'm guessing the group still happened, right? Maybe the eating monster shit part wasn't so real, but... Oh shit. Wow. Everything hurts.
毎日疲れる。でも明日の授業の教材作らないと。
Oh man. He's not preparing anything.
金を稼ぐって大変だったんだな。でも頑張んなきゃな。シルフィード魔法大学に行くために。
よし。エリスもちゃんと授業を受けてくれるようになったし、この調子で5年間頑張れ。俺。
Damn, man. Yeah, 5 years. This is just the start.
なんて思った矢先、最近おとなしかったエリスの様子がおかしい。
Ghislaine, we're gonna need another story real fast. Cool. Yo! What the fuck? Oh, so random.
ここロアはアスラ王国フィットア領の中で一番大きな町だそうだ。
Ah, so Fatoa is the region.
いざ目の前にしてみるとワクワクしちゃうよね。男の子だもの。
Excited by walls?
リンゴ1個がアスラ銅貨1枚か。
One piece of copper. What was he offered? Like 100 gold, I think?
坊ちゃんいい服着てるね。漁師さんところの子かい？
そうですが。
ならとっておきの商品が手に入ったんだが、どうだい？
Okay.
何ですかこれ？
こいつは今朝手に入れたアスラを
Medicine.
の薬でさ。こいつを飲みや抜かずで10発いけるとか。
Oh,
女に飲ませりゃよだれ垂らして股を開くとか。
oh, gold. Oh, man. I see what kind of... What I see what they sell over here. Yeah, that's for the better. You don't want to know. Little tyrant.
相場を調べるのはネトゲの基本ですよ。ネット？
MMO strategy.
見てください。
Oh,
こ
God.
の店だと大銅貨5枚で売っていたものが、こっちだと4枚で売っていますよね。さて、問題です。ここで頑張って大銅貨3枚。
Dude, he really is thinking like this is just like World of Warcraft.
いくらの儲けが出ますか？
Okay. Let's do some math classes while we're at it.
なんだその計算は。
不正解。とまあこんな感じで値段を調べておくと得をする。
He's just trying to sell you his Viagra.
分かっていただけましたか？
Oh, God. The real question is, did he end up buying it?
金貨7枚。
If so, don't need to see it in action.
10万円くらいっぽいからだいたい70万くらいか。
Kid can't even get it up yet. What the fuck are these spikes? Whoa, is that coming out of the cloud? The hell?
見るのは初めてか？
知っているのかライデン。キレーヌ。
知らないのか？あれは
Is it some natural phenomenon?
空中要塞だ。
Flying fortress.
ペルギウスっていうのはね、 魔人ラプラスを倒した三英雄の一人よ。
ラプラス？
なんだ
We heard about that
それも知らない
before.
わ
ラプラスってのは人を滅ぼそうとしてたすっごい悪いやつ。
I remember something about like the Lapless War is what they talked about, I think, right?
どこだっけ？
Yeah, first episode probably.
強くてね。
And Perugius is a dragon, or what did they just
ラ
say?
プラスのところに乗り込んでボッコボコに叩きのめしたのよ。
ああ、そうだ。家にあった本だ。
Right.
てっきりおとぎ話かと思って。
Yeah, right before a different scene
お
happened.
嬢様は博識ですね。
今は交流歴414年だが
The Armored
その交
Dragon
流歴と
calendar.
いうのもラプラスを倒した功績を
Okay.
称えて付けられたものなんだ。
あ
ルーデウスもまだまだね。
Oh man, we're about to get some real history, huh?
って400年ずっと浮いてるのか。てか、そのペルギウスってのは本当に生きているんだろうか。
Are we gonna be visiting it?
でも、いつか行けるといいな。
How the hell are they gonna do the animation for that?
どれどれ。
週一の休日を設けて以来、
よろしい。
エリスの機嫌が良くなった。
エリス。
適度に息抜きをさせるのは正解だったらしい。
ところでルーデウス。
Oh no.
お
What?
嬢様。
She bought him?
なぜにこれを。
この
Does she know what it is?
じゃない。
Oh
お前の
god.
おかげでお嬢様も小遣いがもらえるようになったんだ。
ちゃんとお釣りの計算もできた
Oh
わ。
no.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, thank you very
勉強の
much.
成果が出て何よりです。さあ、勉強に戻りましょ
ところでそれは何の薬なのよ。
う。さあ、
It's a real healing
今日は
medication.
難しいですよ。二人ともできるかな。
何ごまかしてるのよ。教えなさいよ。
Putting him right on the spot.
いいね。ルーデウスを捕まえ
Capture.
話して。僕は何もやましい。
Oh no, she's gonna be like, try it on the spot. Oh. Wow, that honestly, that's a good thing.
100万円の美薬が。
美薬だと。
美薬って何よ。
この後、うまくごまかすのは大変だった。
Well, at least she didn't make him lick it off the floor.
脳筋剣士。しかし、二人の勉強の成果は着実に出ている。
Oh god. Tickle him to literally expose the truth.
喜んでおこう。
Wow. Well, honestly, that could have gone in a worse direction, the whole thing, so I'll take this. Well, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and the next 8 episodes are, of course, going to be up on Patreon already, linked on top of the description. Man, yeah, pretty stark contrast there, actually, between last episode and this one, where in the last episode I talked about Rudy, well, I don't know, you know, like showing that growth as a person a lot, right? And having or feeling this real sense of responsibility in him to teach Eris and to do the right thing, right? And then you see an episode like this and that one scene that was definitely quite uncomfortable because he was flat out doing something that's like morally incredibly reprehensible, right? So that definitely, yeah, threw me off guard there. I wonder. I don't know. I mean, I wonder if that's still going to be recurring even more over the course of the show. If like things are going to get even worse than this, because this was already pretty damn fucked up. You get what I'm saying? So like, I know people told me, of course, about this show that like, oh yeah, there's a possibility you're going to absolutely hate the main character and stuff, right? And it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, do I hate the main character suddenly after a scene like this? I don't really feel that way. But what he did do was obviously, like I said, morally incredibly reprehensible. And it's like, yeah, just fucked up. You get what I'm saying? So I don't really know what like conclusion I should be drawing from this now. I feel like it's also, I mean, it's interesting because, of course, in the span of a growth process, you can't expect things to constantly progress too, right? You're gonna have, you know, if you're like a drug addict who's trying to get off of it, right? You're still gonna relapse eventually, right? Like that always happens. And so this is kind of how I see this particular scene is like, oh, that's Rudius literally relapsing, right? To his usual old self and the version of himself that he promised he wouldn't be anymore. Well, I mean, even then, it's like I don't think he really did anything like this in his previous life just because he was a recluse, as he called himself, right? So, like, he wasn't even meeting people in the first place. Still, it's like more like, I guess, like a fantasy of his old self this would have been. You get what I'm saying? So that he was reenacting here. But yeah, like I said, man, that definitely. Oh, dude, that I didn't really see that coming whatsoever. And so yeah, like I said, not his best moment. Let's put it like that. So. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes from here, you know, and like if this is sort of the worst he's going to get, or if things could actually get even worse than this. Who knows? We're going to see. But that being said, yeah, what else can I really get into? Well, there was the funny, relatively funny scene with the, with the liquid, I guess, that he got obtained. I realized also afterwards, I think, right, but like the guy selling it to him, I don't know if he was really selling it to him because of because he tried to directly give it to Rudy, or maybe it's also because he realized that he was like noble family, right? And so he realized like, oh, maybe somebody in your family is gonna like this, and like this is something that we only sell to people that have a lot of money. You must have a lot of money because you're from noble family, like I said. So you could be a perfect customer for this, is what I basically figured afterwards. This episode in general is like a lot of things happened where it's still a little hard to tell where they're going to go with it, right? Another thing that was touched on was the Dragon Fortress, the Armored Dragon Fortress or whatever, right? The dragon itself is still supposed to be up there, I guess, but it was mentioned how he took part in this battle with Lapse, I guess the demon was called, right? And Lapse was eventually defeated, was very evil and wanted to wipe all humans from existence, I think it was mentioned. Again, that's a story that we already heard in the first episode, and I remembered it as it was being brought up here, so they're probably going to still go somewhere with that, right? And I'd actually be incredibly curious to see if we're going to go up to a place like that. Like, even if this whole universe is super... It's fantasy, right? So they talk about a lot of things, but so far we've only really seen that fantasy limited to magic, I feel, and then, yeah, like beast people or whatever, right? Relatively still normal. I don't know if normal is the right word, but like you don't have to, your imagination doesn't have to go too far to go to things like this, if you get what I'm saying. But like if we're actually going to be dealing with like dragons and fantasy creatures and flying all up in the sky or whatever, right, to like a fortress like this or stuff like that, that's definitely something beyond what we've seen so far, if you get what I'm saying. And so I'd actually be very curious to see if that's where the show eventually goes as well. Yeah, other than that, of course, we met up with Eris's family, you know, like her grandfather, her mother as well, who's new. Both of them very interesting characters. The mother kind of just seems like the character that's like, don't mess with me. And then the grandfather is like the overly bombastic, explosive personality who I could actually really appreciate. Like, I like characters like that. It's also, yeah, you can tell where Eris got some of her own behavioral traits from. But again, it all just remains teasing for now. It's like where they're gonna go with that in the future. That's what we're gonna still wait and see. But I can only imagine that, like, us being introduced to a lot of these things, that means we're gonna be spending time in Roa here for quite a while. And so I could still easily see, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I could really see a lot of episodes still taking place in this part. And then the question on my mind really is like, when are we ever gonna see the parents back? Well, I mean, that might be a good thing, because I don't know if I can stand seeing Paul's face back again, but anyway, yeah, it's sort of like, I mean, we've been told what the overarching goals are, but then again, I'm also used from anime that, like, okay, they could be delaying actually getting there for quite a while, right? And so, I don't know, like, I could see the whole remainder of the first season honestly play out here. That's probably not how much it's going to be, but still, looking forward to seeing where we go from here. Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed my reaction and review to episode 6 of Mushoku Tensei, then of course, you can already watch the next 8 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there, we're already going to be on episode 14, so go and catch up on all of that straight away. Your support is very much appreciated and allows me to make these videos in the first place, so keep that in mind. And then with that being said, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.